Week 91, television's automotive magazine, is made possible by the financial support of public television viewers like you. Your host from Motor Week 91, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motor Week 91. We're glad to have you with us. Ask the folks at Buick what kind of cars they build, and they'll tell you they make solid, mature cars with plenty of power. And after sampling some of Buick's recent products, we agree. The last few years have seen some of the best Buicks ever. To keep that trend going, Buick has made substantial changes for 1991. One of the cars to benefit is the latest Regal sedan. It not only gets a host of improvements, both inside and out, but this Grand Sport model has a new standard engine, GM's excellent 3800 series V6. So is this as good as Buicks get, or is there still room for improvement?
This Regal Grand Sport four-door sedan is another incarnation of GM's Be Everything GM10 platform. It shares its basics with the Chevrolet Lumina, among others, which makes it a bit too close to more mundane relatives to be seen as the serious luxury performance car that Buick would like it to be. But don't blame them. The GM10 Regal design was finalized before the current Buick brass came to power, and their efforts have been directed at bringing it into line with pure Buick products like the Park Avenue. Styling touches like the vertical cheese cutter grille and smooth wraparound taillights give the Regal a classier look than its GM cousins. For 1991, the Regal's interior has undergone some upgrades. There is a revised dash, new seats, and more expensive interior trim. The dash design is quite stylish, looking like something out of one of Buick's recent show cars. But unlike most show cars, the Grand Sport features analog instrumentation. It replaces last year's terrible digital cluster, something that we're thankful for. But the gauges themselves are too small and much too spread out to easily read at a glance. For seating, the Grand Sport has comfortable buckets. There's good back support and plenty of padding. The optional power controls are very comprehensive. Leather is optional, but a tilt wheel is standard. While the gauges are small, all dash switches, such as this dual control ventilation cluster, are large and well marked. Stereo controls are also well designed, though the optional compact disc player's low dash position makes it hard to use while driving. However, this neat cup holder is perfect. Rear seat room is plentiful, even for tall passengers. The large rear cabin is one of the best features of the GM10 platform, as is the large trunk. There's plenty of the luggage space that Buick sedans are famous for, though liftover is not at bumper height. Power for all Regals now comes from V6 engines. Base cars get the 3.1-liter unit, but the Grand Sport features the excellent 3800 series power plant. Its 3.8 liters produce 170 horsepower and a very healthy 220 pound-feet of torque. It kicks the 3,385-pound Grand Sport to 60 in 8.6 seconds. The quarter mile takes 16.5 seconds at 84 miles per hour. The 3800 makes plenty of power for this size car and delivers it through a flat, steady power band. There is some front-drive torque steer, but it is easily controlled. It's no wonder that this is one of our favorite V6 engines. The smooth power delivery also lessens the effects of the Grand Sport's heavy front plow, pulling the firmly sprung sedan through our slalom in a smooth, controlled manner. The standard Grand Touring suspension includes all-weather Eagle GT Plus 4 tires. Our drivers felt a more aggressive performance tire would have vastly reduced understeer. But the fine suspension and the firm power steering really come into their own at higher speed, delivering excellent response with smooth transitions through our emergency avoidance test. That firm suspension also tends to give the Grand Sport a rather choppy highway ride, instead of the smoothness that buyers expect from Buicks. But the interior sound level is a low 67 decibels. Fuel mileage is EPA rated at 19 city, 28 highway. We got 22 miles per gallon on our mixed test loop. The Regal Grand Sport's brakes are four-wheel disc with optional ABS to bring it down from 60 in an average distance of 119 feet. Stability is good, though the super firm pedal feel may not be to everyone's liking. But these are very strong brakes, as you would expect to get in a performance-oriented car. If you want a Grand Sport four-door, prices start at a very reasonable $16,735. Our heavily optioned test car comes to $21,517. You'll pay a lot more for an Acura Legend. The Acura has more standard features, including anti-lock, and more power than the Regal, but less rear seat room, a smaller trunk, and lower fuel economy. But the Regal Grand Sport still has plenty of standard features for its price, and that price leads our list of hits. We're also impressed with the 3800 V6 engine. Then there's the comfortable, efficient interior, ample luggage space, and strong ABS brakes. Misses are the tiny gauges, location of the compact disc player, and high trunk liftover. In our safety check, the Regal Grand Sport passes with anti-lock brakes and rear shoulder belts, but lacks airbags. To answer our own question, the Buick Regal sedan in general, and this Grand Sport in particular, is not as good as Buicks get, not yet. There are still too many rough edges and compromises that come from inheriting a corporate design theme. On the other hand, being a shared design allows the Grand Sport to be a fine, low-price stab at the growing luxury performance sedan market. Buick has every intention of elevating the Regal design to the level of its widely acclaimed Park Avenue. But until they do, the Regal is still most capable of holding its own among the competition, both inside GM and out.